drink wine. I make high quality food.
Yeah.
You do the cooking around here?
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Dude, all my shit is fucking easy and fast, and he puts time and effort into it. And sometimes I feel really bad
So
that my cooking does not live up to this guy's standards.
So your Hot Pockets, your filet mignon.
I did have gas station cheeseburgers today.
See? All right. Wasn't that far off.
As long as I didn't have to smell them,
You will later.
I'm okay. Yeah. No, I won't. I'll be in bed.
Heat rises. It's a downstairs studio.
That would suck. That would really suck.
Gets in the heat vents.
I'm posting. We're live.
I can't wait
Nice.
until winter when I fucking can smell your farts through the fucking.
They're so bad right now. I just farted down here earlier, and I fucking, dude.
All of his farts smell like liquid. Or
What?
That smell. They sound like liquid. They
Yeah.
sound like.
No, they don't.
They
You just
sound-
say that because you try to be mean to me.
They sound like a geyser in Yellowstone.
Like
That's just mud.
like someone hitting a bomb. Like
yeah.
like that
Yeah,
noise.
that's about it. An aggressive bong hit. Your butt is an aggressive bong.
Yeah.
I give you ass bomb.
Tim Logan, you just turned fucking 40, man.
40 in a day.
How'd that feel, huh?
I had cake. It's just like when I turned 5, I still had cake.
What kind of cake?
It was
store-bought?
It was store-bought, which that's fine. I wasn't complaining.
No.
Oreo, cookies and cream. I went the Oreos route, which just reminded me of the goddamn Oreos I was going to bring you to.
Why would you do that to me?
Because you're an Oreo, like that's your thing. You love.
I also love
the
not being a
internet.
fat fuck.
Moderation.
While I'm on vacation, I'm totally planning on making those fucking Oreo raviolis. By the way.
Oh, no!
Hold on, you got to tell.
You need to watch more podcasts, because this is a real thing.
I missed the Oreo ravioli.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
How the fuck did that even come up?
Is there going to be meat?
I don't know.
involved?
I'm fat and a good cook, and I fucking brainstorm this shit.
Oh, you thought of this?
Yeah.
I thought it was like you Googled, like, how do I get fatter?
No, but I'm going to do that later.
Nothing wrong with that. Seriously, fat people are happy.
Sometimes.
Most times when people are around.
Yeah.
It's later that they're not. But
Essentially, what I'm going to do is just take a couple of sheets of high dough, lay them out, put cookies in there,
okay.
and then I got like a ravioli roller thing, and it cuts it into squares around the cookies, and then you fry them or bake them.
That's like MacGyver in a
He is
Baking-
the MacGyver
of
of
baking stuff.
He is the MacGyver of cholesterol.
But I'm also gonna like put chocolate ganache in with the cookies.
What's ganache? I don't even know what that is.
It's like cream and chocolate mixed together
Oh,
into a sauce.
why is it called a ganache then?
I don't know. It's fucking French and shit.
Just
That's what they call
just
it.
like your wine.
What kind of wine you drinking?
Sangria.
Wait, isn't that like a mixture of something else? Like it's.
So it's
just
wine
some
and
sort
fruit
of
juice.
blend.
It's wine and fruit juices.
Oh, I need to catch up on my culinary stuff. I'm like Oreos. That's as far as I can.
Sometimes I wish that the depth of my culinary knowledge went to Oreos.
You could do, when you're not doing the podcast thing, you could do YouTube videos where you just.
We
All
talked
right.
about it, but every time we have something cool, we forget to take video.
Just need.
Like at some point, we're gonna go camping again because that's one thing we're really good at is like fat guy camping recipes.
Well, I mean,
And
that's
we're
when the
just doing,
food's good. It's like over an open fire.
Yeah, we thought about just doing like recipe videos, fat guy recipes. Yeah.
You know?
And it would be in our style, and we'd be just idiots the whole time. Probably drunk at the time.
If you like Oreos, click to subscribe.
Oh, I like Oreos.
3 million people later, you're monetized.
Dude, yeah. We get about we're topping out at 50 views
Really?
YouTube video right now. Yeah.
Hey man, that's I was thinking about this the other day because like podcasting.
We get a lot of love on the
obviously, I'm
Facebook page, but like it's just I'm the same way. I'm like, oh sure, I'll go and check that YouTube podcast out, which I never do.
I mean, I try to. That's my new mowing the lawn thing is like I'll throw a podcast on, whether it's Rogan or, I'm always trying to find something that's like local or new, and I listen to it and I'm like, I think these people got paid for something. And I know they're more terrible than this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's maybe a negative view on it, but it's,
No, that's actually a very realistic view on it.
You're not that far off. You got a clear butt plug thing up here on the shelf. I mean,
That's a paperweight, man.
look at that thing.
I never knew what that was.
It's a paperweight. I got it from my cousin Jay.
Where did Jay get it?
Doesn't he blow glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I got it from him, I think.
So I thought.
Speaking of glasses, you got me these fucking Larry the Cable Guy
thing.
beer glasses. I bet probably 4 or 5 years ago.
It's been a while.
For like my birthday or something.
And I remember why. Because that day, it was like that week when people on the internet discovered that Larry the Cable Guy wasn't real. Like, he wasn't really like, I tell you what, like, he was just a normal, well-spoken dude. And then he did that as a show. And people lost their minds. And you're like, I fucking hate Larry the Cable Guy. And so literally the next day at Goodwill, I'm like, well, that's worth 57 cents, I think.
Well, the thing is I think I said thank you. But I never like.
No. I said,
never
what the hell am I going to do with this?
Oh yeah.
I hate this guy.
You didn't say, what the fuck?
No, I didn't remember like talking shit about it because I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know if you gave it to me as a goof or I
it's a
didn't
goof.
know. Okay. All right. I used that shit for my trivia night the other night where I dressed up like Larry the Cable Guy.
Right.
Yeah. Which was the dumbest fucking thing I have done in a long time.
Look very natural.
No, it didn't.
It may not have felt very natural, but it looked very natural.
I'll tell you what. I might wear more sleeveless shirts because that's fucking liberating. I was like, oh, whew.
Don't do it. Don't do it like in public.
No, because I was fucking had mad insecurities about my flabby arms and people could see my fucking tits through my sleeve. And like that.
That's rough.
There's a big difference between like a tank top sleeveless and the fucking total redneck of the people that just cut their sleeves off, and so the sleeveless comes down to like right here.
Hang on a second. I gotta check something real quick. Keep talking. Keep talking.
What?
Keep talking.
True story.
There's
my
a big
lawn mowing
difference.
shirt is I was just like, this shirt's massive and I hate it. Clip, cut the sleeves off, but I didn't go down the seam, so I mean it's still some semblance of like a normal shirt, I guess. But
Yeah, I've got like tank tops that just have. It's just like this. It's just it doesn't have the sleeve.
Huh.
And I feel mostly comfortable taking my dog out and then
yeah,
driving to the lake.
summertime, man. You drive around Traverse City or Petoskey or anywhere, and basically you're going to see some really poor clothing decisions once the temperature gets over 70. Like anywhere, you're going to go, oh.
Why the fuck do you go out in public like that? Like there's no thought process that goes into that.
No. And no mirrors, probably.
Pricks. What the fuck you doing?
He's a scientist.
He's not.
I don't know. He's working.
Trust
He's
me.
behind the camera. Smitty's behind the camera right now.
He's not a scientist.
Well, no.
There's no theory. There's no hypothesis. There's barely any observation.
You motherfuckers. Dude, I don't have. Look, all of a sudden we weren't getting levels, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on around here? See, they're already dropping.
Test. I don't know what's going on, man.
Why?
I don't know if our levels are dropping And again, I'm going to troubleshoot while this is fucking live because apparently we can't have anything nice.
Stop knocking shit off the table. Jesus Christ. You fucking yell at my dog for knocking shit off the table. You knocked shit off the table by yourself.
I think people can still hear us.
They can totally still hear us.
Right on.
Then
That's
what are you worried about levels for?
Because I can't hear shit. They're
What
not.
do you catch? What? Who can't hear what shit? You can't hear shit?
My microphone levels keep coming down.
Right on.
Okay.
What is the?
Can they hear us on the internet?
What's the bell on that desk over there for?
That's his
Like
Salvation Army?
Podcast bell, like. It's like
Yeah. Give me a beer.
Give me a beer. Right? Larry the Cable Guy.
What?
Oh. Oh,
I think it's all right
All
now.
right. Science.
All right, if it goes,
You almost smoked your fucking side of your head on.
I know, it's going to happen.
I
Check 1 2, check 1 2, check. Okay.
I sat down earlier before we were on, and I cranked my skull a little. I'm
I
not
tell you to
wheezy.
watch it every time. I know it's going to happen. I'm going to throw my head back in laughter at some point and just fucking bloosh.
Yeah, let's try that today.
No, man. I didn't want to stress. I was in a really good mood doing this podcast. And all of a sudden, I see levels, and they're doing it again.
Oh no.
I don't think it's actually the levels are actually changing. I think it's something.
They are. I went outside and heard it. Went out in the other room and listened to it.
Is it like a wave effect?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to listen long enough. It just sounded fucking stupid. Okay? I'm out there fucking while the podcast is live trying to figure shit out. That's why I kept saying talk, motherfuckers.
I did.
Oh, goddamn.
I was reading a story about brain damage. No,
How do we
listen.
transition to this?
And it said like people with, or not people, people with brain damage. It says people that have been in car accidents or hit by cars or received head injuries become a lot more impulsive and like, and I was thinking there was a clear time when I was like a young kid, where I was like an overachiever. And then the very thing where I just started going out and getting into trouble, fuck you, I don't want to do what you tell me kind of thing. And it was right around the same time I got hit by a fucking car when I was 9.
Whoa.
Did you know I got hit by a car?
I remember this story, but I didn't think it caused any like lifelong injuries or anything like that.
I vaguely
They
remember.
probably didn't check for fucking concussions back then.
No, they didn't.
Your dad was like Robitussin.
Why'd you get hit by a car? It's what you eat.
Sounds about right.
Like I vaguely remember growing up and hearing that you got hit by a car, but I never knew it was like I just figured they got hit by a car like going through a parking lot. Or
No,
some shit
man.
like that.
They hit on the fucking road in like
Did you get
Rapid City. I went up on the windshield.
You like
Dude,
you were like a deer?
for some reason, back then, 1980, whatever, it's like Stranger Things. Motherfuckers, people just let their kids ride bikes from fucking 5 miles into Rapid City from fucking Manly Road. And like,
Were you on a bike?
yeah.
And you just
You
got
know how
blasted.
kids will, if there's a car coming behind you, you're going with the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
There's a car coming behind you, you'll move into the next lane.
Right.
As a kid, you're stupid. Well, I did that. There was a car coming, but it's a 55-mile-an-hour zone. It's just fucking.
Personally, I've never crossed traffic to avoid the car that's behind me. I always knew that, like, you go with the flow of traffic if you're on a bike. So I never just said, "Oh, I'm going to cross in front of this car."
Well, I was a stupid fucking kid back then, dude. That's exactly what happened. I gotta fix this because it's really fucking ruining my life.
Now all I can think is like while he's talking about doing that is like, does insurance cover that the same way as like hitting a deer? It's like, I mean, because
this kid just went out in front of me.
yeah, I mean, it tore the windshield up and the fender, and is it like a comprehensive claim? Like,
Oh, I bet
it's
it
not
is.
person-to-person accident, right?
No.
I mean, they got liability on that stuff. I'm no insurance agent, but I don't
I
know.
could call somebody, figure it out.
Get State Farm on.
Yeah.
Got to call Flo from Progressive or whatever.
He's so upset, and it makes me really happy for some reason.
It does. Well, when he told me earlier that he got hit by the car like just a second ago, and then I started imagining it, and then I just saw his face, like imagine his feet, like you just saw blue sky, feet, and like a bike pedal chunk flying. Like all I could think was he's in the air.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with this thing.
I don't know.
We got levels out there, so I'm fucking whatever. They're shitty levels, but we'll just keep doing the podcast.
What are you doing when you?
I'm bringing up the YouTube live feed, and it's like sound that's coming off the computer and or the camera, but it says it's coming out of this, but it's not showing any levels.
I understand that. What are you doing on the computer to make levels pop up again?
The microphone setting, which is the mixing board that we are using is the microphone setting. That volume keeps going down. I got to bring the volume back up.
So the slider keeps going down for
Yeah.
some reason? Just
I close it.
phantom.
It's never done it before, and of course it's while I'm doing a fucking podcast.
So basically, even if you're hit by a car as a child, podcasting is still something you can do later on in life. Like,
Yeah,
The whole point of this fucking story was I have brain damage.
why does it make me laugh harder when you say that? Like,
So, did you how far away was it? Did you ride your bike home?
No, I rode in a fucking ambulance to Munson Medical Center. You didn't fucking know this?
No.
Dude, I'm pretty goddamn sure Mom had the article from the Record Eagle of me getting hit by a car in a fucking fridge for years.
wow.
Rode in a goddamn ambulance. Do you know what I
It must have
remember?
been before I could fucking read.
I remember going out in front of the car. I remember going up on the windshield. Or up
This
on
is
the hood.
fantastic. You probably looked like that fucking 9-year-old
Nope.
getting hit by the bicycle.
Yep, up on the hood.
Wow.
And then I remember before the ambulance came, and I remember riding in the ambulance, but I remember specifically before the ambulance came, adults around me shocked that I was swearing. And that's what I was thinking about. They were shocked I was swearing, and that's when it started.
Did you break any bones or anything?
I remember I hurt my knee, but nothing was broken.
Dude.
That's when the.
And they don't do fucking
That's when
CAT
Smitty
scans
started.
back then. Yeah, they don't do CAT scans back then.
Was there a Kalkaska Regional Hospital or something?
Fuck no. At least ones my parents were smart enough not to take me to.
Right.
I went to Kalkaska when I got hit in the eye.
Yeah, but that's just like a fucking. It's a surface injury, more or less, unless your eye got taken out, which it didn't.
It was pretty close.
Service injury.
Was that me or was that a friend?
It was
Some
friend.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was.
Playing baseball with a stick.
Yeah.
You got hit in the eye, split it open.
Yeah. No, it's funny.
That's an injury thing that's funny to me too. I just saw an article on somebody we know that's in Wisconsin posted it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
And everyone responding to this article is like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. I don't know what I'd do if this happened to my parents or whatever. And basically the story was that this woman gave her body up for science after she passed away. And later,
I saw that. They
this
shot
guy-
her off into like rockets or some shit.
it was a blast test. They used her body as basically like a live crash test dummy.
Yeah.
And my instant reaction was, click, ha ha.
My reaction would have been science.
He's like, my liver will help somebody in need. My eyes will help someone to see. No, he just smashed against the wall. It's terrible.
I saw the story and all I could think of was like sitting them down like mannequins in a fucking town like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, just in a town right before they fucking smoke it. Set it down like that. Set it up like Tom Cullen in that town. It's the Stand. Like that.
I understand.
Right on.
felt like it just got really awkward for some reason.
I just looked over at Levi and he went, I understand.
This morning, you didn't tell me that you had made that appointment for the utility worker.
Yeah, I did.
When?
Fucking last week.
You said you were going to make it.
No, I said I made it.
Okay, well, I forgot he was coming.
I
today.
said I made it for 8 a.m. Make sure you're awake.
Okay. Well, I forgot that part, but I was awake. Point of the story is this.
No.
Point of the story is he knocks on the door, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, who the fuck's here? I'm like, oh, they had that, or there was that utility appointment. I guess it was today. So, answer the door. He's like, hey, man, I got to do this stuff. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, where you got to go? They got to go in the basement. Like,
Is that
all
what
right.
those fucking boxes are?
Where?
In the basement, in the other room.
You'd have to show me. I don't think so.
There's 2 little gray boxes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. So I'm just not totally unobservant
No.
because I walked in, was looking around over
Well, it's
there,
not new to you.
and I said,
No.
"What the fuck is this?"
So he came down the basement. Now, here's the point of the story: is that I would normally, anybody comes in the house, I would like just hang out in the same room with him. I'd watch him, but he was a black guy, so I'm like, I don't want to be a racist.
You felt like you were tracking him? Like,
no.
Like-
I said, like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm racist, so I'm just gonna go sit up in the living room while he stays down here and does work. I'm like, but if it was anybody else, and then like a white guy, I would distrust a white guy more than I would a black guy because I'm like, I don't want to be racist.
it's a good thing.
That's borderline racist.
I know,
But
and I didn't mean it to be. That was the point of the story.
in the future, if somebody comes into your home and they're like doing work in your home,
Yeah,
like they're delivering furniture or they're a cable guy doing whatever, just leave them the fuck alone and let them do their goddamn job. Go in the
I
other
usually
room.
do.
Okay.
but I mean,
You said that if somebody comes into your house, you're gonna hang out in the same room with them. Don't. Just
That's
stay the fuck
different.
out of their way.
I'll stay out of your way, but I'm just going to go shoot the shit, and I don't.
They don't want to talk to you. They don't
That's
want
fair.
to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. They want to do their fucking job and get the fuck out. That's what they want to do. This is a public service announcement.
No, I was going to.
When somebody's doing their job in your house, they just want to get in and get the fuck out.
That's true. Even when you go to a store, I mean, unless you've got a question about something because I work in a store and they'll.
Yeah, I'm a bartender. I don't want people talking to me, even though that's my fucking job.
Well, it's kind of like part of the deal, though.
I know.
They
That's what
have
I'm
to.
saying.
Like somebody doesn't have to talk to me and go, "Do you know where the asparagus is?" Yes, it's in your cart right now. Like you already picked it up. But people, when they get in a store, lose their minds. And I don't mean like they get pissed or they're mad all the time, but they'll just come in and they don't. It's like they zone in on the thing they want. Everything else they don't even notice, because I'll have like this big lift of the pallet full of stuff and I'm trying to like get it through an empty aisle, and I've seen people just run their cart right into it, or there was a like olive oil spill one day, we put kitty litter in it to soak it up, and like 30 people push their cart right through it, and it's like I literally went, "What are you doing? Why? Why are you doing this?" I don't understand.
What's the closest you ever came to telling a customer to go fuck themselves?
Wow. There's a lot of instances of that. There's always a guy, like, every store's got its protocols. It's like, okay, at this time there's one person ringing people up, and then if they so many people, then it's 2, then it's 3, and what have you. And people at the store that I'm at are always like, "Excuse me, you need to open another lane for people to check out." And if it's not within those rules, I actually could get in trouble for opening another lane when we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So every day, people are just like, "Hey, go ahead and open that up." And it's like, "No, I'm not going to." And they're like, "Why not?" "Because I can't." And then I'll just walk away. I just look at it because I can't.
Because it's against my fucking rules, all right?
And my new favorite thing, because I've become one of the managers in the last few months, and someone will go, "I want to speak to the manager right now," and I'll go, "Hello."
There's a certain amount of satisfaction that goes with that.
It is. It's like,
Like,
yes,
oh, let me get him high.
it's me. And you lose.
So that's the closest you come.
I think so, yeah. I mean, every time I get a little angry at people, then someone will come through and make me laugh. Like this, people are so strange. Like a guy came through the line, and he's standing there and ring up his items, and his total was like 11.11, and the lady, like an older lady behind him, goes, "Oh, make a wish," and he goes, "I got one." Like right on this lady in the line, and I'm like,
That's terrible.
I don't know what to say. Like,
What are you gonna do?
and her
You just
face
had-
and his, I mean, the whole thing. It was like, don't laugh.
You just have to kind of do this.
91 cents is your change. People.
That's tough.
How could you not laugh?
I laughed after the woman who he farted on like walked away, and then it was like she was like kind of irritated, so
Oh,
she
sure.
left. And this dude's still over here like bagging groceries, and after that I was like, dude, you're messed
You're
up.
sucking.
I can't believe you did that. He's like, whatever. You learned it. Whatever.
You've had a fucking hell of a transformation over the last, what, year and a half? 2 years?
It depends. I mean, over about a year and a half, I guess. Like,
That's a lot of weight, man.
yeah.
You're now slighter than either of us, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. But, I mean,
Didn't used to be that way.
no. Like you posted the picture that I was going to be on here in a couple of days the other day, and I think my comment was, "Oh, you picked the fattiest and fuckiest picture of me." It's just, I look like I was a chipmunk that just was like, like just saving up for winter, and I had a shot of like vodka or something.
No, we were drinking schnapps.
That's what it was, yeah.
Fucking schnapps.
But just, yeah, the biggest thing of it is just I don't drink, and that is the key.
I was like, God, dude, would he hate fucking me, us drinking if he's on the podcast? And
No,
so
not at all.
I asked you before.
What is that though? Like, what kind of beer is it?
That is the Deader Kettle, which is the Imperial Dead Kettle
Okay.
IPA mixed with the Luminous Lemon Ale.
Oh, I never got into any MacGyver beers, like 2 on mixed in, but it smells really good,
Yeah.
and that's about all I got for
The
you.
same thing my dad says when we crack a beer.
Yeah.
He'll smell it and say, "Oh, still smells great."
Pretty much, and that's kind of the thing. That, and then just like I'll go months at a time, just incredibly boring eating. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't go out. I'll go out, but I'll be like, I'll just have the water, and then later I'll go home and make my food again, which is just green vegetables and chicken. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like, you know, I'll just look at it and go, man, I could eat this or eat that. And I'm like, I don't really care. So it's boring, and I just eat the same crap over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it. So,
I thought about doing that whole sober October thing.
oh yeah. Honest to God, the thing of it
I
is,
don't know why you're looking at me like that.
I didn't pick like a day and go,
It
okay.
will be interesting.
Like
'Cause I just want to lose.
Like,
I just want to lose weight. And I want to see what happens.
Like 100% sober?
Yeah.
no nothing.
Fucking no.
The weed will be harder than alcohol, I think. And I don't even like. I'm still fairly new to weed, so it's like. But I really like getting high,
Word.
so it's like, yeah. But it's not gonna be a big deal.
I don't know. As long as you don't freak out on anybody, like at work.
I do that now. Actually, nobody. I don't think anybody at Right Brain has seen me fucking lose my shit.
Rage.
No, man. It's pretty much do my own thing. I've gotten pissed off a couple times, but nothing like crazy.
I don't know, man. If every time, like, if you think about it and put some thought into it, like how much beer you drink in a week or a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time you want one of those, drink 2 glasses of water of the same like amount, and before you know it, you'll have peed a lot. But like you also like you just feel better. You feel better. I'm telling you. I know it's crazy talk.
It's not
but-
crazy. It's not crazy. Makes perfect
I'm like-
sense.
I sound like a teacher in an elementary school, like, drink water. There you go.
That's one of my main mottos, and I don't follow it enough anymore. And it's been my motto since like getting out of the army is just fucking water, 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 water.
Oh, for years, it was just, I always joke like, oh yeah, M&Ms and beef. That's the main components of my diet.
It really was.
I used to say it. Like,
We made a bit one time on a Facebook page post of fucking what's in Tim's drawer, and it was just fucking like beef jerky and fucking cakes and fucking. No, that was Big Michael's thing, but
yeah.
no, I don't. Yeah,
It's M&Ms and beef.
M&Ms and beef.
Like cherry Cokes. Oh man, I used to drink those constantly. That's what I did, is I just basically drank all the crap and like worthless like calories and sugar and all that.
Yeah.
And just switched it to water. That's it.
That's important, though.
I'm not like working out all the time, or
Yeah.
I don't run. Just shoot me. Like if I'm running,
just giving up the beer, man.
Something's wrong. Just shoot me if I'm running.
I'm glad you did, man.
He's contemplating giving up beer right now.
Just for sober October, man. Yeah.
Well, that's what you got. Like
You only have 2 months to figure it out.
prepare.
Yeah. It's not anything to figure out.
Here's the thing: if you decide you're not going to do it, that's harder than like what I did, which was just I went, oh man, I haven't drank in 6 months. Like I just didn't even think about it, and then the next thing I knew,
So you just decided to stop drinking beer.
I was like, I'm just gonna stop drinking beer. Like I wasn't like I quit. It was more like I'm retired for the moment, like Brett Favre. Like I just keep coming back.
That's a good move.
But yeah,
It depends on how I feel after the 30 days, how I feel, and I really want to get in shape.
Yeah, after like
So.
2 months, it was like, oh, I've done this a while. And then I just kept running. Like it was already going
once a
long.
month.
What?
You run like once a month.
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's a Forrest Gump shit.
Yeah, it was a Forrest Gump thing.
Oh, I know that, but I wish we still had the podcast. I would totally play a clip of it on this goddamn thing. Our first podcast that we did.
This was like 7 or 8 years ago.
It's only 12.
So 7.
Yeah.
And there's a clip on it where we were trying to, I don't even know what the hell we were doing, but at some point, the quote from Nate was, I can't remember the lyrics because I'm eating so much cheese.
Dude,
So you were totally hammered.
oh, that was fucking shit face. He lived in Lewiston, and we were at Tally's bar, like a hotel bar. We got fucking ripped. I almost got in a fight that night for the first time in a long time. Like I remember I was so fucking pissed. I was ready to fucking destroy this fucking dude. And well, he was just being a fucking asshole, just talking shit to Tim and I, just being really mean. You guys are gonna go suck each other's dicks in the fucking parking lot, kind of thing. And I don't care about it doesn't bother me if you call me gay. I know I'm not, but the fact that you're just that fucking rude and that in your face to somebody like in the bar, like I want to fucking beat the shit out of this guy.
Do you remember what I did that night though?
No.
Like the way I solved that whole situation without him going to jail was I sent the guy a beer and said, he needs another beer. And then he just started on with more of the gay stuff, like, just terrible things. And it was like, all right, man, like, I'm going to go smoke. And I went to smoke, and he comes out, you got to smoke? And I'm like, he goes, you got to smoke? Also, you ever been in prison? No. He's like, this is butt stuff. And I'm like, oh, now all this makes sense. Like, I understand why you're saying these things now. And basically, I talked to him for 5 minutes, and he cried because he was like all upset that he had been an asshole to everybody for several years, and he was really sorry about everything. And I was like, all right, no, we're not at hugging yet. Like nope. Like, you just go on, and we'll have a good night, pal.
Really worked out.
I was surprised that
But anyway, so I was super shit faced.
Yes.
So we go back to do this podcast, and I had the hiccups really bad. And he doesn't have fucking peanut butter in his house.
No peanut butter or ticks.
No ticks or peanut butter. Am I supposed to have ticks in my house?
No. He's terrified of ticks, and that's a cure for hiccups for him now. If you tell me as
Explain this in a second.
Hiccups, ticks, and peanut butter.
We'll explain the ticks
Come back
in a second.
Gotcha.
So I'm eating all this cheese. He's got these block cubes of cheese in Tupperware.
In lieu of peanut butter.
In lieu of peanut butter. And it wasn't working, but I didn't give a fuck because I just kept eating it. And for whatever reason, he decided he was going to start this podcast off with a Great American Hero theme. We're trying to sing along to the Great American Hero
Never
theme.
made it past the
Never
song.
made it. Eat so much cheese, I can't remember the lyrics.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, the ticks thing. I had a bunch of ticks on me when we went camping. He and I in the UP.
Did you find them like burrowed in later, or like were they just
When we got
crawling
back
on
to
you
the
and
fucking
went,
campsite after the hike and shit, they were all over me. It was like the leech scene in Stand By Me, dude.
They weren't crawling. They weren't burrowed in. They were just fucking latched on.
Ooh.
Like
Because they got those
a dozen at once.
They got like hook legs.
Yeah.
So once they're on you, they don't fucking move, and they're really hard to get off.
Right. It's like a
Even
burrow.
if they're not burrowed in.
Yeah.
Like
You have
they're
to
not.
scrape them up.
Yeah.
You have to scrape them up. So
Were they on you or on your clothes?
on me, on my legs, inside my knee, on my chest. I had two in my tent. The one that night, the one the other night. I woke up in the middle of the night, it's on my chest. I'm like, ah! Then I searched all my belongings and everything, dude, for an hour in the middle of the night in the fucking woods. And then, so now I have this fucking tick phobia. I had the hiccups at the grocery store. We stopped at the grocery store. On the way back from camp, he's like, dude, you got a tick on you. I was like, oh. I don't have any hiccups anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So peanut butter solves ticks. Ticks solve hiccups. It all makes
Peanut
sense.
butter solves hiccups.
Yeah, peanut butter
And
solves
ticks solve hiccups.
I
That's
am
why I
learning.
wish you had some fucking peanut butter in
I
your
am
house.
learning.
Why don't you have peanut butter in your house, by the way?
Because I don't know. I love peanut butter. Like,
Do you eat
check
peanut butter
this
jelly
out.
sandwiches?
I brought my own candies to your podcast, but it's peanut butter.
Why is it up there, and why didn't you share it?
Well, you can have that one
I
if you
don't
want.
want
Split it into thirds.
It's like, fuck you.
That's how you
Doing
do
that?
like a tiny little knife. I will cut it into thirds.
Tiny Seinfelds. Yeah, we got a
Oh, hey. This is gonna.
He got a new Funko. He got the Demogorgon.
Oh, nice. You
From
got
Stranger
Lemmy,
Things.
Captain Picard,
Michonne, Metallica.
Yesterday for my birthday, I
I'll-
got
Go ahead.
Thor with the hammer and the axe, like special edition from F1.
How many fucking Funkos have you bought? How many
I,
you got?
the last time I counted was just shy of 200.
Holy shit.
200.
Because he's like, yeah, I want to take the Demogorgon out of the box. I'm like, you can't take it out of the box. That defeats the whole point.
You can.
Oh, well,
I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't know
If
that.
you're like some kind of crazy, like think of them as like Beanie Babies, except for all the cool shit you've ever seen ever. Like that's what it is. And in 10 years, the people will be like, "What's this plastic shit?" Like throw it on the ground. Like, so take it out of the box if you want.
How much money have you spent on those things?
Oh, I don't know. They're like, depending on what it is, they're like 8, 10, 15 a piece. Yeah. So you do that math and
So you've spent $20,000.
2,000. You fucking math idiot.
you just scared me. I'm like, did I really buy a house with that down payment? Actually, that's been said to me at my own house. You bought a house with all the dumb shit you bought.
Like, yeah, I've heard it before.
Yeah, but his eyes glow because he's Yoda. You only get that one at this particular store.
So my nerd collection is growing, but nobody's ever given me any of this shit. I just fucking
I think
haven't. I've never
bought
bought any of it. It's all been given to me.
I gave you Picard,
I was wondering who gave me Picard.
and that was the only one I did because
You're
for many
another one of
years-
those friends that gives me shit, like, and buys shit for people for like their birthday. I am not that. Like, I never.
I don't expect anything.
I know you
Picard.
don't, but I'm just saying I never like think to buy anybody almost any like kind of present, and I don't know why.
I don't know. What do you get, Levi?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You got me Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
He got me that River Runs Through It thing that made me cry on a live fucking
Yes.
Christmas Eve podcast. Fucking
Oh
dick sucker.
yeah. I remember that. That's awesome.
You can't call me a dick sucker. It's
Yeah,
a thoughtful gift.
I did.
It's a thoughtful gift.
Yeah, sure. No. You thought about making me cry on a fuck podcast.
No, I'm such a dork with these pops. The one, obviously, Iron Man's like my favorite thing on the planet. It just is. And so I have almost every single one of them they've made of Tony Stark or Iron Man, except, and I mean, I could go online like right now on my phone and spend like $100 and I have it sent here tomorrow. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't justify. Like, if it's not $10, I'm not going to do it. But it's when he walks out of the cave in the first movie and he's just in like scraps and he's got a flamethrower in that. That's the one they made it. It was like only at Comic-Con. I'm like, I didn't go to San Diego, man.
They only had them for Comic-Con?
There's a few that they only do like at Comic-Con. And then
Legit.
Yeah. And then of course what happens is they get bought up and then 2 minutes later they're on eBay for like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy. Like I don't buy any of them that are super, collectible and high priced, but yeah, it's stupid.
How much room do they take up? Are they all on display?
No, God, no. It'd be like, like a kid's bedroom in my living room. Like,
Yeah.
So you're just banking on like
no,
10 of them 30 years from now being like $300.
That's not even my motivation. I seriously just, all of them that I get, I think are cool. Like something that I like and I want to display, but I'll put so stupid. Like I'll put one or two of them out and then I'll be like, all right, the rest are in a box. And I've got like ones that are in a box at home, like seriously, like 10 by 10 foot, half filled with them, like in a storage unit. And then I'll switch them out. Like, all right, well, I'm watching this TV show. I'll get these guys. Like, so dumb.
You set them up for the TV show or what?
I do.
It's like seasonal decorations.
Yeah.
You can't have the same decorations up for summer that you have in Christmas.
I had the glow in the dark Night King from Game of Thrones up as I watched that season. And now it's like, all right, I'm into, the other day I was watching like some DC crap. So I'm like, I've got the Flash. I didn't say it was smart, but
It's fucking entertaining. One of my favorite stories about you is the what is that, Westinghouse?
like back in the
Columbia House. Dude,
You ever heard this story?
No.
No? Oh, man.
you tell it so well.
So, you probably remember this, like back in the day, Columbia House would send you this thing in the mail and it would say, get 12 CDs for 1 penny or $1 or whatever. And you'd sign up and go, holy shit, I got 12 CDs. And then a month later, they'd be like, here's your bill. That's like $200. And so they keep sending you stuff. And it was one of those things where if you didn't cancel it, like they just keep sending. So I did that for some time. I was like, this is cool. I'm never going to pay them. Screw them. So it got to the point where finally my mom called Columbia House and said, he's dead. Actually,
He's dead.
Yes, he is dead. And he can't pay you because he is dead. And also, he's a minor. Because I was like 12 or something.
Right.
So they bought it. They didn't go, hey, we want to see a death certificate or anything. So it was like, cool. You're out of that. Don't do stupid shit like that again. You're right, Mom. I absolutely won't. And then I promptly signed up again like 2 days later and went on for another 6 months. And then she had to call and tell them I was dead again. And they still bought it the second time. They're like, okay.
That must have been before they kept like proper notes and shit in computers.
I mean, it would have been like late 80s, 90.
Well, they wouldn't have they would have gotten a new order for Tim Logan. They wouldn't have compared it with another order. It was all analog. There was no really database of anything, I'm sure.
They had to go through a fucking Rolodex.
Yeah. Does Tim Logan have an account? There's 18,000 Tim Logans.
So right now, some guy at Columbia House is like, that son of a bitch. Like we finally he admitted it. He's still alive.
Look, if we lucked out to have that one right person, one of the 50 people watching the podcast on YouTube, I'd be like, that's a win. Sorry, Tim.
Well, hopefully nobody in the government watches us because I think they all.
It's not a federal crime anyway.
But they watch that and then somebody at Columbia House works in the government. The next thing you know, I'm in jail.
I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for that.
Statute of Columbia House
They can't put you in
limitations.
jail now for that shit anyway.
I highly doubt they can. But
Probably not.
I was catching up on some more Walking Dead, watching some Walking Dead. Not catching up, I'm already caught up. Don't fucking do anything with that.
I was gonna grab your finger.
I know you were. Fucking dick. Anyway, I was watching Walking Dead. Rewatching the last couple seasons of Walking Dead. You need to fucking catch up on that shit, man.
I got to the point where it was like an episode away from the finale of, I don't know what season, but the one where Negan had been the main villain, basically. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm so tired of this Negan crap. I just don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, man. I'm out. And I haven't watched. It's been like 2 years.
I think Negan is my favorite TV character ever.
Oh, he's amazing. I don't dislike Negan, but the whole story just, I was like, I don't know, man. Nothing happens. Somebody does something.
Oh, no, it redeemed itself. It does.
It does?
Yeah.
Even without Rick and Maggie, and it just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple episodes that felt like
Full House.
Yeah. It felt like the writers
towards teenagers.
Yeah, it felt like the writers of Full House wrote an episode of The Walking Dead.
Bob Saget.
And I was like,
hanging out.
I was like, it's like, I think they were using it for a vibe, like a creative vibe, rather than the actual direction of the fucking series is going to go. Like, you know how some episodes are directed differently and have different shit.
Completely off of the main story, and they'll focus on like Morgan.
I wasn't sure if they were doing that or if it was just fucking going that direction. So, but man, it fucking redeemed itself. I'll tell you what. By the end of the last goddamn episode, and just seeing the preview for the next season coming up, got my fucking Walking Dead dick hard.
I didn't expect that phrase. So it's good. I'll at least look.
Well, you liked the show before.
I did.
And I don't understand people that like the show that all of a sudden don't, and they fucking stop watching it. It bugs me.
I don't know what it was. I just, I used to get real excited for it. Like, all right, it's Sunday night. I'm ready. Yeah. And then, I don't know. It'd start becoming more, it felt like we sat through like 49 minutes of this crap. And then here at the one break, Hartwick go, come on, I'm Talking Dead. Oh, what's that zombie in the corner doing? I don't know. Call us live at 10. Like, dude, I don't want to hear that anymore. So
I like watching the Talking Dead too. I'm a fucking total nerd about it.
And I like that show. I got sick of the whole thing. Just like, I don't want it anymore. Like, no more. I don't want it anymore.
I know I'm weird, but I don't like. I never get excited. This is exciting.
Yes, you do. You just don't show it because you think you're too cool for it.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
You get excited. You don't show it. Like,
you know what
I know you get excited about the new It coming out because I can see the look on your face.
It gives me chills, that trailer for that movie.
But, like I said, this is as excited as I get. I'm really excited because tomorrow I'm going to come home from work. I'm going to eat my leftover chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to make some popcorn and watch football for the first time in 6 months.
Yeah.
You do get pretty happy. You do get pretty excited about football season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I can deal with baseball. Baseball is fun, especially if I don't give a fuck about anybody but the Tigers. And if the Tigers are doing well, I can stay excited past May. But if the most exciting thing is the fucking Tigers traded their best hitter and their best pitcher.
Nick Castellano today.
To the Cubs?
Yeah.
And then Green to
Shane
the Braves.
Green to the Braves.
Yeah.
If that's
Shane Green went to the Braves too?
Yeah. If that's you almost hit yourself in the fucking eye. I would have giggled my motherfucking ass off.
I know.
It was just right there, pointed out.
My eyes are already fucked. They already told me when I'm trying to focus on something, my old man eyes go brrr.
But if that's the most exciting thing during baseball season, then I'm super happy that like 24 hours from now.
Hall of Fame game.
I don't give a fuck if it's preseason. I'm a total nerd about it.
I have the weekend off, and I'm not really even excited about it. Does that make sense?
Why?
It's not that okay.
You know when the last time I had a fucking weekend off was? Like a month.
Fucking shut up. Fucking take a weekend off. Take a weekend
You
off.
told me to shut up. I was,
You were looking for a weapon.
yeah.
You was. That's totally
I thought about grabbing your phone and throwing it in his face.
There was a point to that whole story, and I can't remember what it was now.
You're not excited for the weekend.
Oh no. Well, I'm excited. My buddy Chris is coming down. High school buddy Chris is coming up from Florida.
Did he ever get hit by a car?
Probably. He's fucking brain damaged too.
Really brain damage.
Oh, like I'm being a dick for laughing, brain damage?
No. I wish that was the case.
I wish he was brain damaged now. No, but like really brain damage? I just feel bad.
I know.
But no, he was just one of my dumbest friends. As far as like attitude and like how he acted, he was totally juvenile, grown up. You know what I mean? And I was talking to Levi about him the other day, and you're like, I think Chris was the one I didn't like the most. If Chris is watching this podcast, and I apologize, but you know, he's coming this weekend. He's grown up a lot. Like he's not that guy anymore, although he kind of is sometimes. But it's been 12 years, 13 years since I hung out with him.
Well, I always really remembered Chris and Donnie and a couple other ones, maybe one other, Eric. Did you have a friend named Eric?
Yeah.
Had long hair?
Yeah.
Metal guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris was always the most obnoxious.
Totally.
Those are the three that I remember the most.
Chris was like a mix of Cartman, McTagg, and
Steve-O?
Steve-O. Like he was, but he was super tall. He was, and Cartman because he was loud.
Okay.
McTagg because he was just a ball buster, fucking troll, fucking, and then
he
Steve-O because he was all about farts and sucking in air through his own ass. And he could do that. He could just suck in air through his ass and fart.
So he can do it on command.
Yeah. We would sit in Subway restaurants.
When is this man coming here? Like,
This weekend.
I have to see this in.
This weekend. I'll take a video. I don't even know if he can do it anymore. It was fucking 30 goddamn years ago, man.
The guy shows up 10 years later. You're like, hey, you still
Sucking air out of your ass!
Dude, if he'll do it, I will podcast the fuck out of that shit. So,
Make sure you go to the Big Apple Bagel.
we would sit in Subway in Novi, and and nobody's in the fucking place. And you know how those seats in Subway are all thin, so they'll echo so loud. And like he would sit there and just rock these fucking loudest fucking farts and longest fucking farts ever, and we would just be crying, fucking laughing. The attendant at Subway's going,
People are trying to eat fresh in here.
just ruining everything.
Just the worst children ever.
We were bad. We were terrible. Not the worst ever. Like we had our share of malicious shit, but it was compared to like shooting people. It was
Right, yeah, compared to shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That was an accident. So we're gonna shut the podcast down. We were gonna do that anyway. That's gonna run somewhere.
Yeah,
So-
all over my fucking leg.
And to move this mixing board, we're gonna call this podcast good.
I gotta tell you, that beer does smell good.
It does smell
On the
fantastic.
table.
We're about an hour in, so thanks, Tim Logan. iTunes, maybe later.
All right.
All right.
Might be a part 2.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Fucker. Fuck. God damn it.